Today, I'll be reviewing Magic the Gathering, a card game invented in 1993 by Wizards of the Coast, likely as an alternative to euchre or Texas Hold'em poker because, those games were getting old. But Magic was the game to get a lot of other card games popular, whether it be the World of Warcraft trading card game, Yu-Gi-Oh!, the Star Wars trading card game, and more games that I'm not going to list here. But Magic was really the game where it all began. Magic these days is also a game that's more popular with an older crowd, as Yu-Gi-Oh! Seems to dominate the younger kids' scene these days with the rise in anime and that kind of animation. The card games naturally just get more popular with that. But Magic is still pretty popular in the sense that there are still significant cash prizes in many tournaments across the country and across the world. To be honest though, sometimes this game does seem pretty ridiculous. Just look at how big this instruction manual is. It is absolutely humongous. It has tips on advanced deck building, and it even tells you what you need to play the game. But shouldn't I already have what I need to play the game if I just fucking bought your pack of cards? And just when you thought you were done with that side of the poster, there's another side of the poster that's just really humongous and ridiculous. Like, look, it even has a glossary, and they try to tell you how simple this game is, but if you have a glossary on your instruction manual, you are doing it wrong. Okay, I don't know why they can't have an instruction manual the same way Carcassonne has an instruction manual that's very short and sweet and tons smaller than this because it actually fits in the box it came with. This is nearly impossible to get back into this. Okay, you cannot do it. But Magic couldn't stop there, could it? No, it included another poster that we don't need. That's just ridiculous. It gives you some of the lore and story behind some of these cards in this deck. And on the back here, you have this here that just tells you what's in each and every deck. And you'll notice that there's these letters next to each card, right here. It tells you if the card's common, uncommon, rare, or mythic rare. Because those cards are just absolutely impossible to find, and everyone wants them real bad. Yeah, those mythic rare cards are impossible to find. Sometimes you can find those cards for like $20, $30. I've heard rumors of them going for hundreds of dollars, like the Black Lotus and the Blacker Lotus cards, some of the rarest cards in the Magic universe. And when you're spending that much money on the game, you probably should quit, because I think you're just taking it a little bit too seriously. No offense, but I feel that's the way it is. It's not like anyone takes this game so seriously that they roleplay for it or something like that. That wasn't me. So I know we've seen a lot of instructions and stuff, but you're not done when you're done with the instructions on those posters there. Every card has its own instructions that you have to do as well. And for example, let's check out 3 of some of the most ridiculous cards I was able to find with instructions on them. Bant Sojourners. When you cycle Bant Sojourners, or it's put into a graveyard from play, you may put a 1/1 white soldier creature token into play. Sludge Strider. Whenever another artifact comes into play under your control or another artifact you control leaves play, you may pay 1. If you do, target player loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Stormcaller's Boon. Sacrifice Stormcaller's Boon. Creatures you control gain flying until end of turn. Also, Cascade. When you play this spell, remove cards from the top of your library from the game until you remove a non-land card that costs less. You may play it without paying its mana cost. Put the removed cards on the bottom in a random order, and just think, you're going to have to do everything these cards say too. And this last one with Cascade sounds like a hell of a lot to do. Now I need to demo this game for you guys, but who am I going to play against? What's that noise? Oh my god. Not again. It is my 16-year-old self. Yeah, I sort of remember visiting me in the past, not too long ago. Well, years ago. I mean, you had X years to it, and that's it. But I didn't think it was today. Hey, Sop, I'm here from the past to duel you in a game of Magic. So you ready to get pwned? Sure, if you brought your own deck, I'd be willing to play you. Just because I don't have a deck for you to play with. Don't you worry, man. I brought my own deck, black deck. Things are really gonna heat up with it. Let me see your deck there. What's this? A white deck. Prepare to lose. Oh, shut up. You'll be as old as me soon enough. And wipe those Cool Ranch Doritos off your face. Whatever, whatever. Let's just duel.
Body's ready, my heart's on fire. Gonna push you over the wire. Perfect timing, tight as a drum. You find the battle's already won. I'm taking hold of every moment. Given strength by the breath of life. I'm gonna stake my claim. I fight to survive.
Oh yeah, you're now at 0. You know what that means. Well, I can buy lotto tickets and beer without looking over my shoulder. What can you do? You're just a little kid. Shut up, get out of my face. Screw you, Sop. If I knew you were going to be like this, I would have gone the world where you played Yu-Gi-Oh! Instead of Magic. That guy's classy. The world where? What are you talking about? It's the time of Sop. I can get back to my own world. But I thought you were from the past. The past and another world, just like sliders. So then you're not me. I guess not. This is awkward. Yeah. Well, see ya. So overall, Magic isn't a bad game. Just kind of misunderstood. Kind of weird. Kind of a lot of things. But what really scares me the most about this review is wondering if there actually is another world where I'm playing a Yu-Gi-Oh card instead of Magic. And how did the past/alternate me know that? Slide.